But not you giving AJ your missus's underwear to sign. Not you doing that, Stevo.
I'm a team player.
Right now, we haven't seen a YouTuber really hurt. As much as I love the sport, there are deaths in the sport of boxing. So I think there is that fear.
Is this shot ever going to happen? Joe presents From the Corner, brought to you by DAZN. Hello, fight fans. We are back from the corner, the best boxing show on the scene. Brought to you by JOE and DAZN with me, David Alorka.
And me, Swarzy Macaly. Now, for the first episode, we had, of course, Eddie Hearn sit on our sofa. But for this episode, we've not just got one, but we've got two special guests in the studio.
On today's show, we will be looking back on all of last weekend's action, and we will be hearing from Jason Quigley as he prepares for his WBO middleweight clash against the defending champion, Demetrius Andrade. We'll also be hearing from Joshua Buatsi and getting his reaction to having to pull out of his fight in December.
And of course, we've got the Headband Challenge as well. But before all of that, I want to introduce to you two of our special guests. In the red corner, we've got the king of Snapchat and the leader of the Spartans. And in the blue corner, we've got someone from the DAZN family as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stevo the Madman and Andrade Oladipo. Come on! Hey, listen, I know Andrade was sitting there thinking, hold on, wait a minute. That was pronunciation sublime.
Sublime. My mum would be impressed.
Yeah, you never heard it done like that.
Even I don't do it that good. That was proper. Thank you for that warm reception.
Oh man, it's good to have you both on. How have you guys been? I'll start with you, Steve.
Warm?
Yeah.
You said you had the big guns last week with Eddie Hearn.
That was a
You was
big...
going to say you got the bigger guns.
She said Spartan. She called you a Spartan.
No, that was good. That was good.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So we gave you the love.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I got teenage girls, so I'm stressed every day.
Andrade, talk to me. First, bruv, DAZN, absolutely incredible. How's it been being part of the family over there?
Amazing. That's amazing. Obviously, I got my show with Tony Bellew. So you said you got the best show. I don't know. My DAZN boxing show with Tony Bellew is pretty good as well.
They know.
I'm not quite sure. I have to look at the rating. Shots fired, right?
No. What do you think makes DAZN stand out from its competitors?
We're just different. We tried to be edgy with it. I've always thought boxing was almost stuck in a ruck. You know, when you go to boxing shows, it's almost just a copy and paste job at every event. And we're like, no, 1 second. We'll take a bit of that. You can copy some good things, but we're going to show you a whole different thing as well. I mean, look at our team, and you think like Maya Jama and Laura Woods, Mike Costello. I mean, we got the best of the best. Obviously, Ade Oladipo. So we've gone for the best of the best, and I think that's what makes it different.
But for both of you, I just love the fact that the two worlds cross over. You got entertainment and boxing, right? But what are you both like in the ring? If we were to put you there, what are you saying?
The funny thing is, everyone thinks because you work in boxing that you can box. So I just go with that mono, like, yeah, I can box. Can't box.
I see you in the gym. I see you in the gym a lot more these days as well.
Have you ever been found out?
No, I actually boxed when I was young. I boxed as an amateur for New ABC. And then my mum, Nigerian families, found out, and that was stopped immediately.
Kept getting nosebleeds, didn't you?
I got a little nook under the eye, and she was like,
Shouldn't get hit.
What are you doing? Where have you been? So that ended immediately. So, yeah, you know, you try and do a little bit now and again. But yeah, I leave that to the professionals.
Absolutely. Steve,
I think I'll take Steve.
Yeah, you can take me. I'm obviously a dancer, so I'm good. I move quick in the ring, float like a butterfly.
And don't sting like a bee.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not meant to. I tell jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, I tell jokes. But no, I'm good with the feet.
But now you got a bromance affair going on with AJ. Tell me, give me the
That's
goss.
my guy,
How did that
I'm
even
kind of
start?
jealous to hear this because AJ and me are like that.
Didn't start off well. It started off with him being a bit
Aggressive.
flirty, with the missus and that.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
snap.
Are you sliding in?
Nah, well, my missus likes AJ, and
right.
then we had a list of famous people. Obviously, we didn't know that some of these famous people would become friends.
Yeah.
It's awkward at dinner now, you know what I
When
mean?
you say famous people, you didn't finish the rest of the list. The famous people...
That we would pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That list.
Who else is on her list?
Idris, Ian Wright.
Ian Wright was on the list.
Who's like a friend of mine now.
Uncle
so that's
Wrighty.
awkward.
Uncle Wright.
Yeah.
Uncle Wright is on the list.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Every time I
my
talk to
days.
Wrighty, I think of Emma's list. You know what I mean? AJ was on the list, and like when I told him, he was quite happy, which I didn't get. To be honest with you, it's my wife, you know. Why are you so happy, AJ? You know,
He's copied your name a couple times to get into the club. So
Yes.
where's he gone about? What's he doing with your name?
mate. Listen,
One second. AJ's used your name to get in the clubs.
Yeah, not the other way around.
So
AJ's using your name,
Anthony Joshua
Stevo.
goes to the clubs, the bouncer stops him.
Because I'm
and he
Stevo
says,
the Madman.
He says, I know Stevo.
No, I am Stevo.
Oh, he says, I am Stevo.
apparently, I can't obviously confirm that, but that's what's been said. And again, I had a word with him. My words never go well.
I was gonna
My
say.
fingers always get bent back and they get slapped out.
When you're training with him, what do you pick up? Any advice that he's given you?
No, I give him advice.
Okay, what's
this
the
is a
best
true
piece of
story
advice?
again. Obviously, I know a little bit about boxing, but I always want to. I think AJ sometimes too clean. I like dirty boxing. I come from old school, so I told him when he's in the huddle,
In the clinch.
headbutt. Yeah.
Straight in headbutt.
Headbutt.
Yeah, you get away with it 3 times.
I've told him, I remember when I interviewed him and I spoke to him about the Dillian Whyte fight.
Yeah.
I've seen the clip and I said, I need to see that AJ.
He said roadman.
I
You want
said
to see the roadman
fight.
to
Yes.
roadman fight?
And
Yeah.
he even said, that was Femi. I said, so you know there's 2 different people then? He said, yeah, that was Femi. When I fought Joseph Parker, I was a bit anti-Joshua. I said, we need to see Femi again.
That's what I
man.
teach
Bring
you.
him back.
Go home, eat the eba, the jollof rice, part the steak and chips. Be Femi again.
There was
And I
a
think
time.
if he becomes Femi again, he's got a chance.
Yeah, we need to get that
Let's
Femi
get
back.
that Femi back, yeah.
So I
The
tried
roadman.
to get him to do that. Yeah.
But not you giving AJ your missus's underwear to sign. Not you doing that, Stevo.
I'm a team player.
You're a team
As
player?
yeah, you can see I'm a team player.
Okay, well, before you even tell me the story, let's have a look at this.
My missus said, could you, sign, come on, bruv, I've got to do it, I'm going to be eating chicken nuggets for a year, she said, bro. If you could just sign
No,
that.
you don't even like them chicken nuggets anyway.
I hate the chicken nuggets, you know I hate the chicken nuggets, just sign it. You could put my name there as well. Thank you, bruv. So I'll do for you, Emma. Yeah?
You'll do for love, innit?
You know the ones there. Come on. There you
Sold
go.
and delivered.
So there you go. So that's not changed your relationship at all.
I loved him for that.
Yes.
I did love him.
He's smiling a lot doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
though.
so I said
throughout
this-
the whole signature
You know what I
process.
mean?
He had his hand in the
Smile.
cup as well. It was
Full name.
He had his hand on the cup.
Yeah, inside it was.
He's got big hands, innit?
He's got
Just
big
about
hands.
go over that. Yeah, trust me.
All right, bringing it to boxing real quick. Both of you guys, what I want to know is, what would your nickname be if you were a fighter? We'll start with you, Ade. Come on. You must have been asked this
Exterminator.
before. What? The
The
Exterminator.
Put your lights out.
Ooh.
Flames out. You know, it's a mix of that plus Terminator is my favorite movie ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've got 80s baby. I can accept my age, unlike some humans over here. 80s baby. So Exterminator would be Ade, the Exterminator, Oladipo.
So you'd be getting
And I
bugs.
would come out.
You'd be getting all bugs and that.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
probably come
I was
out.
going to say, you're killing the
I'll
rodents
probably
in
come
that.
out, you know, like in those
out with
WWE, old
braids.
school WWF like things. I'll probably come out to the ring with like something exterminating things.
That's too bad.
Okay.
That's too
That's a
bad.
good one.
Exterminator.
Yeah,
And you, sir?
exterminator. No.
Probably just the Madman then. Remember, I've got a nickname.
That's actually
What,
quite
already
cool,
got a
though.
So what were we saying? What, Steve-O the Madman?
You
say
got
it like that.
from
Yeah, you say it like that. It's mad.
Would you come out with music?
Don't forget, Dave. He repeats your name.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
the-
Oh, the Madman.
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 You know, I never understood it before. I was like, what's he doing? I didn't quite get it.
Echo.
Yeah, I was like, what's he doing? Then it's the way to do it.
It's crazy because I watch so much DAZN boxing, anytime I hear names being called out and they don't do it twice,
Yeah.
I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on
Yeah,
here?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's now
It's quite your
become the
job.
norm to me.
Yeah,
You've
for
got to do
real.
it twice. David Diamante is amazing, by the way.
He is.
Yeah, he's got a crazy story as well.
He is. And his dreads are 10-10. Steve-O, touching back on that point, would you ever do one of these celebrity boxing fights? You want to call out a little Jake Paul and come on, yeah, you would see his eyes lit up. For a
Yeah,
second. Go on.
No,
Go on.
because I'm not fit enough, and I think if you go into the ring, I appreciate people's craft, and I'd like to be fit, and I don't have the drive to get fit. There's nothing that could get me in the ring. Remember, I used to play football professionally, so
$1 million though.
Yeah, that's
Would
what
it-
Yeah, I
I'm
was
saying.
gonna
I
say,
said
what
nothing.
about
He said
nothing at
nothing
all?
will get him into the ring.
Omar, $1 million?
a million.
So guys, what are your thoughts anyway on YouTubers stepping into boxing then?
I don't mind it. I almost have separated the two now. I don't mind it. I think look, it's so tough to do. They could be making their money doing other things. The fact that they want to step in the ring and do it is fine with me. I just hope that it's not sanctioned as quote unquote proper boxing. Because I do think there are the dangers of the sport that maybe aren't being told or aren't being sold by the YouTubers. It can be very, very dangerous. Right now, we haven't seen a YouTuber really hurt. But there are, unfortunately, as much as I love the sport, there are deaths in the sport of boxing. So I think there is that fear that I always have that when I see these guys fighting, I'm like, okay, do they know what they're doing? Especially now the headgear's been removed. They're wearing smaller gloves. I'm like, put the headgear back on, put bigger gloves on, and it's fine. So yeah, there are dangers to it, but I respect anyone that goes through, walks into the squared circle because it is so difficult.
Well, last weekend's fight card on DAZN was full of drama and huge upsets. Now, let's take a look back on a crazy night of boxing.
And so after a year's absence, can Terry Harper shake off the ring rust? And Harper is under pressure here, like she's never been in her professional career so far. Terry Harper has to be saved from further punishment, the most dramatic of finishes. Kid Galahad here making the first defence. Oh, and a big overhand right. And another one. And the short reign of Kid Galahad as the world featherweight champion is over.
Huge upset. Something that probably no one really saw coming. I mean, Eddie Hearn said, I ain't seen that one coming. So what were your thoughts on that fight?
I still can't believe it. Honestly, there's never been that kind of upset in the British boxing ring where two champions have lost their world title belts.
Yeah.
Ever. Honestly, ever. I was asking a few sort of old school journalists that were ringside, like, has that ever happened where two of the favourites, two British guys, guys and girls, world titles, losing? No, never. Terry Harper getting stopped like that, especially in female boxing, you don't really see knockouts like that. Like Savannah Marshall is considered a big puncher, but you don't normally see big stoppages. It normally takes a combination or accumulation of punches. When that Baumgardner landed that one and she kind of stopped her on her feet, everyone just went silent, pin drop. Really? And then we're all getting over that. I was like, all right, cool. Whew. All right, we've got Kid Galahad coming up now anyway. When he got stopped, I was like, okay, we're done. We're done. Let's just go to the bar and drink. Like done. This is crazy. But that's why we love boxing, right? Again, you put those kind of cards together and people might moan about them because, you know, people look at the odds and think, okay, all the favourites are going to win. It doesn't work like that with boxing. You can get upsets. I mean, these are life-changing results for both of those fighters. Baumgardner makes big money. No one really knew about her before. Now everyone knows of her. Yeah. And for Kiko Martinez, he's probably the best Spanish fighter now of all time. Look, I'm so happy for Kiko Martinez, but I'm more happier for Alicia Baumgardner just because, again, the growth of female boxing, she's great looking, she talks well, she's arrogant, she's confident, everything you need to be a superstar, and I think that she'll go all the way. Do you know,
so
in
what
the
do you do
first
with
30
that?
seconds, Baumgardner landed a right hand, I can't swear on this show, right? And she screamed at Harper and said, yeah, B.
Right.
And I was like,
she was up for it,
okay. She's like, I'm from Detroit. Sheffield ain't scared me. You guys are booing me, I'm not scared. She was there, she was ready. And there's talk about Katie Taylor fight next year, make some money as well. And I think it's fantastic. It shows the growth of the sport.
Absolutely. Stevo, you've been live at a few events where there's been shocks. What is that like, being in the crowd and being in the atmosphere of that when there's big shocks?
Mate, to be honest with you, I'll tell you the biggest shock was New York, Ruiz, Joshua.
Heart attack.
I cried.
I don't know if I did that.
Man, AJ, me and him had some emotional times, man. There's a lot of times he's made me cry. But that time there, it made me cry because I didn't expect it. Yeah. When you don't expect someone to lose like that, it just
absolute deflation, absolute sadness there. Talking about that, Ade, what is it like speaking to fighters just after the fight, just ringside, just as the adrenaline is leaving their body, as the steam is rising from their skin? Talk to us about what that's like, the emotions on both sides.
Adrenaline's leaving my body as well. Because I'm like, oh my God, especially with Kiko Martinez. Because again, I had like a little thing written for Kid Galahad. I assumed 100% it's a homecoming fight, he's going to win. So I had all these, what I thought was a really fantastic questions. Really good. I was like, this is going to be good. I'm going to clip this one, put it on my Instagram. And then Kid Galahad, he lost. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to interview Kiko. And Kiko is Spanish, or it's got to go through a translator. But you can see the excitement in them, their voice. It's almost like they're in the ring, they're warriors, and then they just calm down a bit. They calm down and they're almost human again. And that's one thing, I credit the Sheffield fans. They didn't clap out Alicia. I have to admit they didn't. They booed her out because she was saying some things in the lead up to the fight. But Kiko, everyone that was there clapped him out.
Spanish, you say Spanish. So you go up to him, you say buongiorno.
I didn't even say that. Is that?
That's not Spanish.
That's Spanish.
No.
Spanish.
No, not Steven.
No, we're the translators. This is the zone. We get translators, right?
Well, middleweight Jamie Munguia also put on a great performance to beat Rosado this week. Ade, how impressed are you at this 25-year-old?
Munguia is incredible. He's almost a bit like Canelo in the sense that he's so young, but he's had so many fights.
30 fights.
It's ridiculous, you know what I mean? He's ridiculous. And he's strong, he's powerful. And against Rosado is one of the people, you look at his record and you think, 14 defeats. But forget that, scrap that. He's been on the end of some ridiculous, horrific decisions, and he fights everyone. So it's always going to be a brick versus brick fight, you know, Mexico versus Puerto Rican. And in the end, the Mexican won.
Indeed. Now, someone Jamie Munguia could also be fighting in the future is Jason Quigley. We caught up with the Irishman ahead of his WBO championship fight with Demetrius Andrade. Here's what he had to say.
My name is Jason Quigley, former world amateur silver medalist, former European amateur gold medalist. I'm currently the NABO middleweight champion and fighting for the world title now on November 19th. I learned to fight back when I was probably around 7 or 8. My father, I didn't know he was a boxer. He just started training in the kitchen, you know, a bit of skipping. I used to sit up on the kitchen unit and play the music for him and keep him motivated, to keep him going. I was the DJ. This camp's been great. We've had half of this camp back at home in Dublin. Now we're in the home of the Gypsy King, the heavyweight champ. It's a great environment to be around. You know, he's been there, he's done it. He is walking, breathing champ, you know what I mean? He's everything in here, the pictures on the wall, you know, the environment that you're around is just, it's something else, it's inspiring. You know, this is the biggest fight of my career, the most exciting fight of my career, but I don't want to look too far ahead. I just have to take things one day at a time. I would love to be remembered for giving it my absolute all, you know what I mean? Getting in there, being a good, honest, genuine person, making it to the top legit, you know, putting in the hard graft, putting in the hard work, and getting there just by pure determination and hunger.
What's he got to do to beat him? I've been seeing on socials, guys are like, nah, he don't stand a chance. Is that true?
It's close to true. It's close to true. It's not because Quigley's not a good fighter, because Quigley is. It's because Demetrius Andrade is a very, very good fighter. This is a guy who's a 2-weight world champion. He's awkward, he's unbeaten. He's almost a boogeyman of boxing that no one wants to fight him.
I like that, the
Eddie
boogeyman
Hearn's
of
been
boxing.
I might nick that one. Actually.
Yeah, do you know?
Can I go back? Ask me the question about my nickname again. But I feel like he's just avoided, he can't get the big fights, but when he fights guys that are just below maybe world level, and I think Quigley's almost European fringe world, he almost puts a show on.
He needs to start knocking people out though for me.
Oh yeah, should just go there and knock him out. Yeah?
No, he got
just turn up and knock him out.
Whoa. Again, if you are this guy that we're saying everyone's avoiding and whatnot, start finishing people because a lot of them go to points.
Well, best of luck to Jason Quigley and all the other boxers fighting on the zone this weekend.
A game which I'm very gassed for because these two are definitely going to give me banter. It's all called Real Fight versus Fake Fight.
That's right. We'll read out some names from the most legendary fights in history. All you've got to do is tell us which ones are real and which ones we've made up. Got it?
Yeah.
And you two can work together on this, all right?
Okay, cool.
A little bit of conferring going on here, yeah? 2 heads better than 1.
Okay, your number 1 is The Rumble in the Jungle. Real or fake?
It's a real fight. It's a real fight. Yeah. Foreman Ali.
Yeah.
Hey!
Come on!
Felt sorry for Foreman though.
He was about
Imagine
to...
a Foreman feeling when that's happening.
He made the grills after, didn't he? So
Yeah, he done it right.
So he's doing well. He's doing well. Yeah, he is. All right. The tussle in Brussels.
Why Grayson?
One sec. That's a good name. If they need to make it happen.
It's almost too good.
Nah.
The tussle in Brussels.
No.
Not only that, just because fights didn't really happen in Belgium, so I'll be shocked. I'm going to say no, but
there's no tussles in Brussels.
Oh, that's maybe even a better name, but you're right. That one was fake. Next one is The War in Bangalore. Real or fake?
Where's Bangalore? Is that a real place? I don't know. Nah. No. That broke records.
Nah.
They're passing the test.
Fake. You're right. All right. Next up, we've got the drama in Bahama.
One sec. Bahama's not a place. It's Bahamas. It's got an S at the end, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there can't be a place called. There's not a place
There
called
was
Bahama.
one fighter though from Bahama.
What's his name? He's
Trevor Burbick.
Trevor Burbick from Bahamas.
No fight there. No fight.
I'm afraid you're wrong. It's real.
You got
You're right. It is Trevor Burbick. Muhammad Ali.
You, man. Go listen to me. You should listen to me.
All right, your next one is the battle in Seattle.
That is a good one, you know.
That is a good one.
Fake.
You're correct. It is fake. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Yeah.
All right, the brawl in Montreal.
I believe that's real.
I believe it, but
Yeah.
okay.
Don't
believe
do
what?
that now.
You don't even know what you
Come
believe.
on,
What is
man.
it? You believe what?
I believe it's real. I
I
believe
don't know what you believe.
His confidence
I
is
believe
gone.
it's real, but
That's why he won't do the
I want you
YouTube
to take
fight. Say it with your chest, bro. That's real.
It's real. That's right. Come on. All right, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard.
There you go.
Okay, the fight of the century.
Yes. 100%. 1 trillion%. Muhammad Ali, Joe Fraser. That's one of the greatest
Steve-o?
fights of all time. Steve, stick with me on this one. Steve, please trust me.
He said, don't worry, don't talk.
Steve.
You are correct. Your last one?
The tear up in Sid Cup.
That's so good, it can't be true. Tear up in Sid Cup.
Nah.
You're saying no?
It doesn't even rhyme.
Tear up in Sid Cup, it does.
If you say it like that.
Yeah. I'm going with whatever you say because I'm not sure.
Nah, no way.
All right, it's fake.
Yay,
I knew you were right.
Up next, we spoke to Buatsi, who gave us his thoughts and feelings on his injury. Here's what he had to say.
I had to withdraw from the fight primarily because I sustained the hand injury during training camp. It was during sparring, actually. Wasn't getting paid for it, but it's what happened. In fact, the sparring partner was the one getting paid. But it happened that way around. And, I felt the pain straight away. And the way the hand is right now, I know that it wouldn't be right of me to enter the ring because I will be nowhere near 100%. When you get in the ring, sometimes you're 100%, sometimes you're near it. You still rock and roll. But this time, I know that I'm very far off it with this. And I knew I was fighting someone good. So it would be, again, as I said on social media, it would be a disservice to myself and those that are following my career for me to go in there and not be near enough 100%. And as we know as fighters, if we can push through it, we'll push through it. But if it's to the extent that you know what, this is a disadvantage to myself, then you withdraw yourself, and that's what I've had to do.
Yeah. Smart decision?
Yeah, ultimately, it's the best decision. Obviously, for fight fans, it's disappointing because he's going to fight a guy called Maxim Vlasov. And that's really the trajectory he's on, where he's fighting guys now that are world level. He had that Bolotnik's fight in fight camp, which was a good result. But Vlasov, for me, beat a guy called Joe Smith Jr. previously, who's a world champion. So I think he's fighting, in my eyes, a world champion. You've got to be 100%. Both hands have got to be working for that kind of fight. So disappointing, but hopefully, heals up, rest up, and we see him in the spring.
It's a fight you was looking forward to, Steve, wasn't it?
Yes, I love Josh, but I've also known that he's very smart and he's calculated with his career, and that would have been a massive decision because, as you say, he was stepping up the levels. We've been wanting him to step up the level, but that's a good decision, man.
We wish him all the luck and we hope to see him in the ring real soon.
The WBC convention was this week, and there are two main takes from it. The first is that Canelo will be moving up to cruiserweight to challenge the WBC champion, Macaly, and Tyson Fury will not be ordered to fight Dillian Whyte for the WBC heavyweight championship of the world. So what do we think? Firstly, will Canelo dominate another weight division?
Look, I think he's got an opportunity. Macaly is a big puncher, he's a southpaw. But I guess us Brits will remember the last time he was over here, he got knocked out by Tony Bellew. And we remember that. And right now, Canelo looks like he's a machine. But in saying that, Canelo's like 5'7", 168 pounds. Macaly does walk around 220 and he's 6 foot. There's a difference there. Size surely has to play a part in something. And I think you're rolling the dice. I love it. I think Canelo's trying to become the greatest Mexican ever, but this is a risk.
It's a risk, but precision beats power, and Canelo is precise.
Very calculated.
Yeah, I think he
I
just.
think this is the Audi car advert or something.
That'd be good.
Other brands are available.
No, but that was good.
I like it. It's good. It's good. It's a good line. That's all. Yeah. Sorry, Stephen. That was a good line, Stephen.
All jokes aside, I think Canelo, if he catches him and keeps catching him, which I think he will because he's that good, you chop him down, man.
And then let's talk about Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte. Is Dillian Whyte ever going? Is this shot ever going to happen? What is that? What is it? Are we talking 1,000+ days?
Well, the WBC, Mauricio Solomon, the WBC president, said, look, right now they're going for an arbitration situation, a legal situation with Dillian Whyte. That's because Dillian Whyte prior took out a legal situation on the WBC for not getting his shot. So they're saying, look, once we go through all this, and I think they will go for it, you'll get your shot. So it's not really a case of him not getting it yet. It's a case of, look, you tried to take us to court. You know, let's kind of sort that out first, and then we can kind of give you what you want. And I think him fighting Dillian Whyte, Old Trafford, 75,000, big homecoming fight, he'll sell that immediately. And Dillian Whyte will sell it as well. So hopefully it can be made, but don't hold your breath.
Oh my days. Well, you guys have been fantastic talking boxing. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic talking boxing. But now it's time for the Headband Challenge. That's right. We are going to be testing your hand-eye coordination to see how many times you can hit the ball within 30 seconds.
Eddie Hearn is at the top of the leaderboard with 26 points.
I'll try. I'll give it my best.
Give it a go in it. I'll try. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Ade, you've got 30 seconds. Stevo, your time starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, Ade. Come on.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Wait.
13, 14, 15. Go on. 10, 11, 12,
Ruben, bring it
13,
back.
14, 15, 16.
that hurt me.
Believe in
17,
yourself.
18.
Halfway there.
I'm halfway there. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get more
come
than
on,
25.
come on, stop talking.
30, 31,
Hey.
32, 23.
Almost knocked yourself out. Come on, Ade. 5 seconds left,
I got
Stevo.
time, bro. I can do the Mayweather, bro. I got time. I'm beating, yeah? I'm
39,
beating.
40.
Hey!
Yeah, okay.
Stop. All right. Even Dirty whining on them.
Yeah,
I see it,
yes.
I beat him,
Come
yeah?
on.
Yeah,
Yes.
you beat him, 40.
Obviously.
We want to say a massive thank you to our special guests. We've got Ade and Stevo in the building, who is at the top of the leaderboard.
Obviously. Get me. I told you. I'm good with my hands, bro.
Yes.
Yeah? Float like a butterfly.
And don't sting like a
I
bee.
didn't need to. I didn't need to today, you get me? Top of the charts.
How do you feel, Exterminator? How do you feel?
Oh,
Hey!
on your side.
You got exterminated.
Exterminated.
You know, well, yeah. You know, I told you at the start I wasn't very good at it, so I wasn't
Yeah.
lying. I said I speak the truth.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the truth will set you free.
Absolutely.
Next time I come on, you watch though.
Good effort, though.
I'm gonna buy one of those
Hey,
things.
listen, just-
Where can I take that? Where do you get that
No,
from?
definitely not. And listen, just stick to talking boxing, all right? Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to catch us on the Joe YouTube channel or wherever you find your podcasts. This has been From the Corner, brought to you by JOE and DAZN. We'll see you again next week. You've been listening to From the Corner, brought to you by JOE and DAZN.